Elon Musk is many things: a techpreneur, inventor, billionaire icon, and the founder of many billion-dollar companies. But more importantly, the world's richest man is someone who is always looking to help humanity. There are many instances of the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX extending a helping hand to help people out of their plight. And recently, Elon Musk has also stepped in to help the Ukrainians during the Russia-Ukrainian war. Join us in today's video as we shed light on how Elon Musk got a warning from Vladimir Putin. So we know that Elon Musk hasn't stopped sending Starlink satellite dishes to Ukraine to show his support for their cause during this terrible conflict. As the Russian invasion of Ukraine continues, Elon Musk and some particularly hostile Russian officials keep attacking each other on social media. And we all know how at home Musk is on Twitter, so it is really something to see him banter. Back in March, the president of Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky, and the founder of SpaceX, Elon Musk, had an important phone conversation in which they agreed to Musk sending another batch of Starlink satellite communication devices to Ukraine. President Zelensky posted a video of his conversation with Elon Musk on his Instagram and wrote, "I talked to Elon Musk. I am grateful to him for supporting Ukraine with words and deeds. Next week we will receive another batch of Starlink systems for destroyed cities." But it doesn't end there. The Ukrainian president also revealed that he had discussed possible space projects with Musk. The SpaceX CEO has already sent thousands of Starlink satellite internet dishes to Ukraine, as reported by CNBC. According to the news agencies, the supplies were financed by private sources and possibly France and Poland. However, the SpaceX president said that they got most of the funding for Starlink internet reception kits from private sources. On February 27th, Musk declared that the Starlink service was available in Ukraine and terminals that ensure its operation had been delivered there. A few days later, the Minister of Digital Transportation in Ukraine, Mikhail Fedorov, said they had received the first batch of equipment. Musk also advised the Ukrainians that the ground-based Starlink internet access equipment should be used with caution, since the equipment could become a target for an attack by the Russian military. He said on Twitter, "Important warning. Starlink is the only non-Russian communication system that still works in some parts of Ukraine, so there is a high probability that it will become the target of an attack. Please use with caution." Dmitry Rogozin, the head of Roscosmos, which is the Russian equivalent of NASA, reacted to all these developments. He termed the delivery of Starlink equipment to Ukraine as PR in the war. Quite an accusation, huh? An interesting skirmish between the SpaceX CEO and the head of the Roscosmos Corporation, Dmitry Rogozin, started on March 14th after Musk jokingly challenged Russian President Vladimir Putin to a battle with the territory of Ukraine as the stakes. Within 2 days, this post had garnered 330,000 likes and gotten the attention of users from both the United States and Russia. Dmitry Rogozin responded by retweeting the businessman's entry and replying with an interesting quote from a Russian folktale called The Tale of the Priest and His Workman Balda, which goes like, "You, little devil, are still young. You are weak to compete with me. It would only be a waste of time. Overtake my brother first." Now on to more interesting stuff. Another intriguing development was the termination of launch plans between OneWeb, a British communications company, and Roscosmos using the Russian Soyuz 2.1V rockets due to the sanctions placed on Russia. The company's orbital grouping has 428 vehicles so far, which is just 66% of the total fleet. Now, OneWeb has agreed to partner up with SpaceX and New Space India Limited with their GSLV Mark III rocket to meet its launch goals. This has also resulted in a harshly worded response from the head of Roscosmos. However, Elon Musk has refused to block Russian media at the request of some governments. He revealed this on his Twitter account, where he said, "Some non-Ukrainian governments have told Starlink to block Russian news sources. We will do it only at gunpoint." He emphasized that he has always supported absolute freedom of speech. This is in contrast to the EU, which has banned the broadcasting of the RTTV channel, and the work of the Sputnik news agency claimed that the EU did this to stop the dissemination of harmful information in Europe. In addition to the EU, Google has restricted access in Europe to RT and Sputnik applications and their YouTube channels. Apple has also taken steps in its App Store, and Microsoft and TikTok have declared the restriction of applications in Russia. So yeah, lots of internet drama going on, guys, and a lot of it involves Musk as well. While this decision has resulted in some backlash, Vladimir Solovyov, the head of the Union of Journalists, supported the decision of Musk to not block broadband internet access to the official mass media of the Russian Federation. Elon Musk's statements and actions are in stark contrast with the general attitude of Western governments and companies in regard to Russia and the Ukrainian conflict. Musk appears to be a firm believer in de-escalation of conflicts and upholding the basic principles of free speech and free trade irrespective of the geopolitical situation. Right now, the best we can hope for is a peaceful situation, which is exactly what SpaceX wants as well. Click on one of the 4 videos on the screen right now.